Okay, so I'm just starting the broadcast on our YouTube channel.
Okay.
Once it started, I'll let you know. Hey, all right, so let's get ready to get started now.
Okay.
Okay, so are you guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. All right, so time to go.
All right, good luck.
Good luck. Who's there?
Yeah, that was an interesting game. I think I'm losing somehow if you take on G6.
Yeah, but maybe I was thinking maybe I shouldn't actually take on G6. Maybe I should just play Bishop D5.
Bishop D5 instead of Bishop take.
Yeah,
Yeah, Bishop D5. I think you save your pawn.
I'm thinking Bishop D5 should make sure your position, your bishop can't play. Your bishop on G7 can't really play, and now I'm holding the E5 pawn. I think that's stronger.
Yeah. No, for sure. Bishop D5 I think is the best move.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but I just felt like maybe I should just capture a pawn, and even if I'm not a pawn down, just in case I cannot hold the E5 pawn. But I just felt, well, it happens. It's a nice game. It's a nice game.
Yeah, but if you keep queens on, like queen takes G6, I thought was winning for a long time.
Queen takes G6 at which point? Which move?
Maybe after rook C3.
Okay, after rook C3.
Maybe queen takes G6 instead of rook D1.
I couldn't really find a winning move because, okay, let's see. Queen takes G5, queen takes G6. I was looking at if one
rook takes F3, right?
Takes F3, yeah. So I couldn't tell what I'm going to do after that. But I have some tricks because I have Bishop E4 after everything.
Oh,
Your knight on B7. You know what I mean?
Bishop E4 maybe is winning.
Okay, maybe just Bishop E4. Yeah, that's true.
You can take on C3 first, then Bishop E4, the same.
Yeah.
And then the rook on F3 is hanging.
Yeah.
But I have queen F7, queen H7. Yeah, no, you win an exchange.
Sorry?
So rook C3, D takes C3, Bishop E4, queen F7, queen H7.
Okay,
and then you take F3.
Take the rook first, pawn takes. Then
and then Bishop E4, right?
Then, no, after I capture the rook on C3.
Yeah, and then Bishop E4.
Then Bishop. No.
So can one of you share your screen so we can do the analysis?
Okay,
Sure,
I'll let the winner do it. Like, I think that's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll share my screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so instead of rook D1, like maybe takes, rook takes C3, and then Bishop E4. And I think I'm losing the exchange here. Because if queen F7, then check first, and then you take the rook.
So rook takes C3, pawn takes C3. Then what next?
Bishop E4?
No, but my queen is on E4.
Oh wait, which move is this?
So move 32, black played rook C3.
Yeah, so here at the queen takes G6, you can play.
Okay, I just play queen takes G6. Okay. Then rook takes F3.
And then rook takes C3.
Then rook takes C3 first. Okay, so pawn takes.
And then Bishop E4.
Okay, Bishop E4 first. Okay, that's interesting.
And here I think I'm just lost.
That's true because you at the long run you have a bishop hanging on A2.
Yeah, I mean everything is in such a bad position.
Yeah.
A queen F7, queen H7, and you save the queen and you win the rook next.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So I get your point. That's true.
I don't know. It's such an insane position though. Like.
So it's actually a very complicated position at the point. Started to get, and the time was now very little. So
yeah,
it wasn't very easy to find the right moves under such time pressure.
Yeah, I think queen takes G6 pretty much at any point was just winning. Even before Bishop A2, maybe queen takes G6 worked too.
Okay.
Like instead of rook A1, or actually instead of instead of rook A1, I thought you could still take on G6 actually.
Yeah, but is that not risky?
Well, at the least you have a draw with queen A7, queen G6. But I think you can play Bishop G6, then you might have something strong.
Oh, okay.
So maybe Bishop takes B1, Queen H7, King D7, Bishop G6, King D6, and I don't know. This looks very scary.
Yeah, well, it's a very nice game. Very nice game. So I was thinking, at this point, I felt you at this point at move 28. I felt you were just going to capture with the pawn. So you moved 29. I felt you were going to try b times c4. And
Yeah,
see if
I should have done that. That was much safer. What I did,
Yeah.
like bishop e6 was stupid.
I was thinking you could try to play with the two connected pass pawns and see if you get any advantage.
Yeah. Do you want to start from the beginning so the viewers can see?
Okay, you want to start from the beginning?
Yeah, so the viewers can see the entire game.
Okay. So am I the one sharing my screen? Ken?
I think Advait is sharing.
Okay. So you want to start analyzing from the beginning. So
yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to just play. I know you play the Rilo players as black, so I just chose my normal queen e2. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Yeah, I mean, queen e2, like, I knew a little bit about this line, and I knew some early d5 is good for black, but I wasn't sure where. Maybe it's either d5 here after I castle. I couldn't remember.
Okay, because
But
I
I
was
think,
thinking. Yeah, continue.
yeah, I think d5, like where I did might be fine. But after d3, like, I don't know, I had some weird problems, so I'm not sure.
Okay, so initially I felt you were going to play your bishop to c5, which I believe you usually do, but you change it and just put it on e7.
Yeah, I had a
Because
lot of games where I played bishop c5, but I kind of changed it like past couple of years. I think
Okay.
bishop c5 is good against the queen e2 system, but like if white doesn't play queen e2, then bishop c5 I think is not so good.
Yeah. So after c3, initially I wasn't so sure of the idea, because after the moment you played bishop e7, I wanted to change my plan. I wanted to maybe try and play dealing my castling on the king side and even castle on the queen side, but I wasn't so sure. So I just said I just play c3 first, b5, bishop b3.
Yeah, I think bishop b3 is the best square.
Yeah, you castled. I just castled back. At this moment, I was just like, it's better I just play safe. So he played d5. I felt initially, before I castled, I was thinking about d4, but I wasn't so sure about the fireworks that could come up on the board. So I think
Yeah, so d4, I looked at it a little bit, but I thought at the least I can just play d5.
Yeah. I was
And
just
actually, I think if you take on e5 with the pawn, knight takes e4, we transpose to the open Spanish. Kind of funny.
okay, so if I play d4, yeah, you say you're gonna play d5. And
I mean, I might be able to take on d4 and play like some.
Because I was scared of if you can capture on d4,
And then bishop b4, right?
I might have to play e5 because
e5. That's what I thought.
I'm scared of you capturing on knight times e4 later.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, something like that, just to play bishop b4 and.
But e5 I thought is fine for you. I don't know if knight g4 works. Knight g4 you might have. I mean, just h3, right?
Yeah. Okay, so
h3,
you say,
but then d3 was kind of strong.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So
Queen e4, and okay, I don't know if d5 works, but
okay.
if d5 doesn't work, then I think black is they're doing pretty bad here. d5 has to work, or black is not doing well. Because if I'm forced knight h6, then you can take, and my king side is ruined.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But I think I would have probably. I mean, if I just play d6, then okay, I don't think it's so bad either. But d6 is kind of you know, you can play h3 and it's like a typical system.
Sorry, just 1 second. Let me get back to the game. So after d5, d3, bishop b7. Because I was thinking naturally the bishop should want to exchange my bishop on b3, but this also your idea is actually very strong, because you're going to mount a lot of pressure on e4 and all that.
But I don't think bishop b7 was actually a good move. I think probably okay, 1 second. I think I messed up my board. I have to open the board again somehow.
Yeah, maybe you have to go to analyze.
Yeah.
Too. So bishop b7. But it's funny. I think I could see it's a book move. Bishop b7 is a book move, so it doesn't look too bad.
Yeah.
Bishop G4, and I played Bishop G5 because I'm threatening to just capture a bishop and your pawn, but I know you're gonna play Knight A5, which is the next move that should be on this board.
Yeah, knight a5 I think is pretty much forced.
Yeah.
Because if I take on e4 and play h6, you have this nice idea, you take on f6 and you play bishop d5, and positionally it's very good for white, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
You have pressure with a4.
That's true. So bishop C2, retreating with my bishop, because my bishop is very vital. I'm not gonna give you my bishop.
Yeah. Bishop g2 I think is best.
Yeah, and then h6, attacking my bishop. At this point, I just felt the best idea, because I don't want to start retreating with my bishop. I was scared if I play bishop h4. I was scared of playing bishop h4. You might have something like a knight move, knight h5. I wasn't so sure if that's correct, but I was worried about that.
I mean, I think I can just play something like rook e8, but I was also considering bishop h4, takes, and like knight c4. Something like this.
Okay, you were going to capture on e4. You were thinking of capturing on e4.
Yeah, and then knight c4. And then if you play b3, I have knight d6. And, you can't take on e5 because then I take on e4.
Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true.
But I thought, that's enough for equality. Like, but after bishop h4, I mean, knight h5 is aggressive, but I don't know if it's good because you might be able to take on e5 and then take on h5.
Okay, because no, my plan, my analysis was after bishop h4, you try knight h5. If I want to capture my bishop is okay, yeah, that's true. My bishop, even if my bishop is hanging, but the h5 is hanging, I can just go for knight times e5.
Yeah.
Straight away. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So that's not. But what about? I was scared about you playing knight f4 now.
Oh, okay. Knight f4. Yeah. Knight f4, queen f3 maybe. Queen g4 even.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. It's not really so powerful actually. The idea is not maybe
Yeah.
g5.
There's some weird like yeah, probably queen g4 is better because queen f3 there's like knight g2. Some weird stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
I have two bishops. I think it's not so bad, but I'm still down a pawn. I don't know.
Yeah. So we go for the bishop f6 line. Bishop captures, bishop captures. Then knight bd2. Yeah, I have to develop my piece.
Yeah, here I think I should have just played d4. So I played c5, but I think c5 allowed you to take on d5 maybe. And this was a little bit awkward for me.
Okay, I wasn't so sure about capturing because but maybe that would have been a very good move to capture. But I just felt like if I try such a thing, maybe your bishop gets very active. Your bishop on b7 now, it's now, you know what I mean? It has the long diagonal and all that. So
yeah,
I wasn't so sure if that was a very correct move to play.
But the bishop on f6, like until I play g6 and bishop g7, like knight e4, I'm forced to go to a different diagonal. And then it's kind of awkward because then I'm not protecting my pawns anymore, right? So queen takes d5, like I thought knight e4, and if I want to keep the bishop on f6, I have to play bishop e7, and then you have knight g3 coming to f5 and attacking e5, and okay, your knight gets to g3 a lot faster this way.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Actually, that's true.
Yeah, the two bishops, like, I mean, it's nice to have two bishops, but I don't think you can play knight h4 and even something like that.
Okay, that's true. So rook d1. Okay, maybe I don't know if this was the best, but it looked like it was going to stop you, at least delay the idea behind playing c4 and all that because of the queen under the pin. So I felt like, okay, I'll just go for that, and that helps my knight to reroute to g3 via the f.
The thing is, though, when you play knight g3, like when I play g6, your knights are kind of stuck forever. They can't go like to my king.
Yeah, I noticed that. So when you play the g6, I was now like, where am I going to put this knight now?
yeah. That's like the point of kind of the system with like putting the bishop on f6.
Yeah.
So that's why like I just played d4 immediately. I just wanted to take my chance to avoid e takes d5.
Okay.
I thought you played knight b3 here because now you force your bishop to be on the better diagonal. Right, because now I have to take on b3, knight takes b3, and then bishop takes b3. Now your bishop is, pretty good.
Okay, so yeah, that's true. So you play knight b3, yeah. So I have no you have no choice. You have to capture on b3 with the knight. And I
Yeah.
capture bishop. So okay, but I was thinking you could still play something like c4 too. That might not be
Oh, with the
okay.
knight on a5.
That's actually a mistake. Actually,
C4. Maybe you can take on C4 and then take on A5 and then take on D4.
no. What I mean is c4 when you play after knight times bishop, knight times knight on b3,
Yeah.
then c4. Well, it's actually a mistake. Why to be winning after that? Because I can
Yeah.
always capture, and you're under a pin with the rook. The rook is gonna be on. You're gonna be under a pin
Yeah.
because of the queen. So that's knight b3. Maybe that was a better idea instead of
I
going
think
to
it's just equal though. I mean, I can just play like queen D7, rook C8, and I think black is fine.
yeah.
But the
That's
bishop
true.
is still good on B3.
That's true. That's true. So d4, knight b3, g6. So at this point, I felt like I'm in a bad position. Because after g6, I couldn't really tell how to go about placing my pieces and all that. So I thought for a very long time, and I played a3 because I was worried about playing b4, and
Yeah.
when I jumps back, you're just gonna be attacking b4. So I was like, okay, let me play a3 first.
Actually, you
So
had
that
an idea instead of A3. Instead of A3, you can try maybe to take on D4. And whenever you
okay,
take on D4, I want to take with the E pawn because when I take with the E pawn, I can try for C4 still, right?
yes.
But if I take with the E pawn, you have queen D2, attacking H6. So I play bishop G7, and then you play B4, and now you're just breaking up the queen side a little bit.
Okay, that's true. So immediately I break it up. Okay, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I didn't get this idea
yeah, it's like
because
this strange double attack with threat of B4 and H6. And okay, I mean, I think it's fine for me, but now you have some like play with A4. Maybe you can target the weak pawn on B5.
yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's a very strong one. I didn't go with that. I didn't analyze that idea.
I was gonna take with the C pawn on D4 though, and okay, I
You're gonna
think
go with people.
yeah, I was gonna take with the C pawn to avoid the B4 idea, but probably like this. I don't want to take with the C pawn in general, but I didn't like my position if I allowed you to play B4.
Oh, okay. So after a3 and bishop g7, h4. So at this point, I felt like okay, now this is since your bishop has retreated, I can now push my h4 pawn. But I
Yeah,
don't know if that was actually very good because your bishop was now able to come into life and get very strong. Your bishop on
yeah, I think
b7.
bishop C8 was a good move. Immediately
Yeah,
looking for bishop G4.
yeah.
I didn't
So
want to play H5 because H5, knight G5 and suddenly B4, bishop B3 is kind of scary.
yeah, that's
So
true.
I don't know.
That's true. So at this point, I just felt like okay, now it's time to then exchange the pawns on g6, then knight f1, trying to get the bishop out of that diagonal.
Yeah, I think rook f8 is probably a mistake. Rook
Okay.
f8 allowed like the B4 ideas, and yeah, probably I should have just played king h7 or something and played a little bit more safe.
Yeah. So rook f8, knight h2, attacking the bishop, bishop e6, b4. So now I felt like at this point I'm like free in a way. You know what I mean? I didn't feel like I was under any form of
Yeah,
like
knight
before.
b7 was kind of dumb. Like it was ambitious, but like knight
Yeah.
c6. If I played knight c6, what were you gonna play?
If you try knight c6, maybe
Yeah,
I was just gonna capture it on d4 or something. No, maybe on d4. Yeah, that was my
yeah,
plan.
okay, yeah. This is why I didn't want to do it because after c6 d4, I'm forced to play c6 d4. I think, and okay, I think
Yeah,
this is fine for you because then you're gonna play like bishop b1 and bishop a2, and trade off the
yeah,
bishop.
yeah. That's true.
And then I didn't know my
Actually,
position with all these
yeah,
weaknesses.
that's true. So I actually just felt when you played knight b7, I was quite surprised because I felt like knight is gonna find it difficult to come back to life.
Yeah, I
Because
was trying to force you to take on c5, but if you don't take on c5, then the knight is just bad.
I didn't have any plan of taking that on c5 to activate your knight again. So
Yeah.
captured on
But okay, I
d4.
thought if I can maybe, when you take on d4, I can play like some c4 and knight d6. But then you just played e5 and that was gone too. So then I just was bad.
Yeah. So c times d4, e times
Yeah,
d4.
he takes.
rook b1. I wasn't so sure about this rook b1 idea, but I was like, okay, first of all, let's get the rook out of that diagonal of the bishop, the dark square bishop.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I wasn't so sure, and I was now worried about. I was worried that you might want to play a5 at the point. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably I should have not been so worried about you trading the bishop still, because later the bishop was very dangerous for me.
Yeah, because that's true. So rook b1, rook c8, rook c1, rook dc1. I don't know if that was actually very
Yeah, I
strong.
don't think rook dc1 was
Called
that
for.
good. Like the rook is better on d1, just preparing against me to play c4.
Yes.
But I don't know what else you can do. Maybe
I don't think that was a very good move, but
maybe just e5 right now and queen e4 slowly.
okay, so yeah, that's true. E5 would have been quite strong. But you know, at this point, I didn't know if it was if the position because I was thinking maybe if I just play something like that, your bishop could come to d4, d5 and get very strong too on d5, just holding everything and
Yeah.
the only square which I've given up, the e4 square which I plan to occupy has been protected by your bishop. So I wasn't so sure if it's important to play that at that moment in time.
But
So
whenever I play bishop d5, you can play bishop b3 and then trade it off.
okay, that's true. That's true too. That's true. That's correct. So rook c1, c4.
Yeah, I don't know about c4. I mean, probably I kind of underestimated how you can just hold the pass pawns. Like they weren't as dangerous as I thought they would be.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, king h7 was safer. Like I should have played king h7 much earlier to just get out of this diagonal.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah, c4. Okay, yeah, now e5 is very strong.
King h7 protects your pawn too, because the
Yeah.
g6 pawn was very weak throughout the game.
Yeah.
So e5.
Yeah, another d4 pawn is very weak too. Like all my pawns are just weak.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
here I think already black is in a bad spot.
yeah, bishop f5, and I had to find this g4 move. I felt like that was I just felt like, because initially I wanted to play rook to d1, but I couldn't really. I felt like it's better to take the bishop out of that diagonal first.
Yeah,
You know,
I saw
did-
g4, but I kind of just thought, it shouldn't work because you have two knights on the king side, right? No bishop there, so your king should be weak. But somehow your king was still very safe.
yeah, I felt like, okay, this is g4. Let's take this bishop out of that diagonal.
Yeah, no, g4 was a good move.
Yeah, bishop e6, then capturing.
Yeah, if I take on d3, then okay, bishop takes, and I think here I'm just forced to lose a pawn.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So
I'm gonna lose either d4 or g6.
Maybe you might not lose the pawn immediately.
Oh yeah, because e5 is loose, but
yeah, e5 pawn is still loose. But there's a chance that maybe later I could always be able to gang up on that d4 pawn, and your bishop will not be playing for a while. Your bishop on g7.
yeah, but okay, yeah, but I mean, without the light squared bishop, I didn't like black's position because now you can play queen e4 and just slowly play on the light squares because I have no bishop there anymore.
Yeah, that's true. So captured on c4, he captured with the bishop.
Yeah, probably b takes c4. Like I saw b takes c4, bishop takes g6, d3, and then queen e3, and I have no idea what's going on here. I think this is probably the best way to play for compensation, but yeah, not sure.
Yeah,
okay, somehow computer says equal, but not surprising.
So let's see. After capture with the bishop.
Yeah, bishop takes e4 was probably just bad.
Yeah.
Okay, queen e4, yeah, very strong. And or no, bishop d3 first, yeah.
Bishop d3, then you played queen d5, and I played queen e4. Then
yeah,
bishop a2. I wasn't so sure about this bishop a2 ideas. I was just thinking, like, is it actually working? But I think.
Yeah, I had like 20 seconds left. I was just making a move. I didn't know what to do. Probably I have to take on e4 and play. Okay, so I was looking at taking on e4 and knight d8, but knight d8 I think hangs a pawn right on g6, but that's why I didn't want to take on e4.
Okay, computer is you're actually right. Computer said that I should just capture on g6 or something like that. After bishop a2, just capture on g6.
Yeah, bishop a2, queen takes g6, and I'm just lost here. But
yeah, I couldn't. These are just. It's quite complicated for me to for me to get this to the end. So I wasn't very sure. So I was like, okay, well, let's just play safe and attack the bishop.
Yeah, I mean, even then, like my pieces are still hanging, and it feels very, very strange.
Yeah,
but yeah, okay. Rook c3 again was a blunder, I guess.
Can we just look at this line? So if you capture on b1, then I have to go for check. Queen h7 check.
Yeah, king f7.
Then I just capture the bishop back, and computer feels I'm good. And you have and that's actually true, because now none of the pieces could actually move in a way. Like I'm threatening bishop e4. I'm threatening
bishop g6 also with queen takes g7.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So it's actually there are quite a lot of threats on board, and
yeah, I can't stop everything.
Yeah, that's true. Your light
yeah, the light squares are just so bad.
Yeah, the light squares are just very weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, but it's not very easy to play in a tournament game. It's easy to analyze at home and find it, but
yeah, exactly.
In a game, especially when you're under pressure, time pressure, you're not just so sure if it's going to work. And if it doesn't work, you will now start to talk to yourself and ask yourself why you didn't just take the rook out first.
Yeah, when you're less than 1 minute, you just start questioning everything.
Yeah. So okay, so that's interesting. So bishop a2, rook b1.
Yeah, rook c3 again. Like same thing, queen takes g6, and yeah, I still lost.
Yeah. So I played rook d1 instead.
Yeah.
Bishop b3, rook d2. Queen captures, knight d8.
Yeah, so finally with queens off, maybe I can kind of hope to, like, I think here maybe I'm finally okay. Because even if I lose one pawn, now the bishops become very strong.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So with the queens off, I cannot mate you anymore. So it's just an end game, and the bishops are quite strong. So that's true. So rook takes d4, knight. What I was initially, when I looked at the position, I felt you were going to go for knight e6.
Yeah, 96. I mean 96. Yeah, it's placed for like compensation. 96, knight f4 looks strong, but I thought I could win the pawn. But then when I played knight f7, I just missed bishop d5, which bishop d5, and I'm much worse again because you keep the pawn.
Yeah, bishop d5 was just the right. It was just what the position called for. I saw it initially, but later I was like, okay, let me just go to an endgame and exchange everything. That was just what came to my mind.
Yeah,
and that was quite little and all that. So I tried bishop g6.
Yeah, bishop g6 lets me now open the bishops up, and now I think you're losing after bishop g6.
Yeah,
because even if you don't like hang the rook, I think I had bishop h2 and rook f2, and that's winning for black.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's just a very strong one. That's just a very strong one.
Yeah, so I think after bishop e5, I think I saw maybe like rook to e4. But after rook to e4, I had bishop h2, king takes, rook takes f2, and
because once
something like
I was saying, once you can capture the pawn on f2, I think you're just winning.
Yeah, I think I'm setting up some mates with the two rooks and the bishop.
So I shouldn't have gone for this idea. It's quite obvious to me for me to try and block.
Yeah.
The natural idea is to try and exchange your bishop pair. Once you have a bishop pair, I should try to exchange it. Avoid you from having that bishop pair.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why bishop d5 would have actually been the right move, but it happens. It happens. So I think normally when you're under time pressure, it's not very easy to find the best moves.
Yeah, it's very, very tough. I mean, yeah, I made bishop a2 with like 20 seconds left, and I think you were under less than 20 seconds when you played rook d3. So
yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well,
Yeah.
it's a nice game. Nice game. It's a nice game.
Yeah.
And so, guys, thank you so much. That was such a good fight. Okay, all right, excellent. Okay, thank you, guys. I think we're gonna end the call here,
Okay.
and I will see you guys around.
All right. Great. I'll
So,
get to you soon. Yeah.
Advait, connect with me on email, and then we'll chat.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Bye, guys.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.